welcome back. All right, so I apologize about the lack of off-roading footage. The X3 has been down. We've been in our whole quarantine, whole type ordeal, but today the parts was just delivered. So we got our new belt, the world's best belt. We're going to install that since I cooked the new one, and then we're going to open what we got from KWI. Today I have my personal assistants, Quentin, my nephew, my niece, Michaela. One of them's going to hold the camera while I open the box right here. So we're going to get in here, get our primary and secondary clutch out. Oh yeah. You got them back.
I think it shut off.
Yeah.
The GoPro. I think
Got
it
her.
shut off.
It shut off.
The LED screen shut off.
Oh, okay.
So we got our primary. Got it back. We got our secondary back with warranty killer rollers. You can see those. That way we will be locked and loaded. See what other goodies we got in the box here. There you go. Plenty of foam, well packed. Got us some KWI decals and stickers. Oh look, extra bearings. Oh no, that's the old stuff. Man, that was cooked. And then more foam. Sweet. All right, so we're gonna get this installed and see how we do. So looking through the box here, I see some goodies. If anybody that ever knows me knows that I love koozies and stickers. Check it out. KWI, shout out. Thank you to TNT for Performance for helping me out and getting this mission accomplished to get me back on the trails. But I got another koozie. All right, so we're gonna do the install per the KWI app. We're gonna do some cleanup real quick. So, get a little bit of light degreaser. Put that on the tapered shaft. Yeah. Get it cleaned real good. I'm going to add a little bit of grease to the splines. There is some residual anti-seize on there, but I'm going to add some grease to it. Help it out a little bit. Oh, your dog's having a blowout over here. He's partying. Alright, so in the float fault, it supplied this little thing. Reading the instructions, it says that I have to add this first. So I'm gonna put that on there. And let's see what else instructions we got. Stop the music. It's not cool. Yeah. Alright. So I need to put the secondary on. I'll slide it on there. Secondary is what real big of a problem to get off. So I'm assuming it ain't that big of a problem to put back on. There we go, that one's on. Alright, now something that I seen with the supplied parts, there was 3 different washers. Now, per reading the instructions about the washers, gotta make sure that I can understand this correctly. Install your secondary clutch with the splines. Yes, yes, okay. So, the float spacer, which is this guy right here, supposed to add some grease to it and add a washer to it. So, and per reading on forward, if the belt doesn't seem to be tracking right, then I have to add more spacers. But I don't really know which one of these washers to add. Alright, so looking at it, we have 3 different washers. Each one's a different thickness. Oh, I dropped one. That's the biggest thickness. So what I'm gonna do is pick the middleman to put in there. So basically it says that this washer goes on here, then you grease up this sheath and you put it on here. So we're gonna try that and see what happens. All right, so we got our bolt. We're gonna run her in here. $17mm. No, wrong one. No. There we go. And turn it. I don't think we made it up with the hole. Something don't seem to be right. Try doing it without the washer. Let's see. Alright, so I figured it out. I wasn't completely lined up with the splines the way I was supposed to do, so we're cleaning some stuff off, re-greasing it. Put this washer on here. Cram this bad boy on in there. If you can see, that end is supposed to go inwards. Wiggle her on in there. Come on, man. Just fine earlier. Alright, so there's that one. We are supposed to torque it at, let's see what we got here. Secondary is supposed to be at 45 pounds. So, torque wrench out. her up. Alright, so we gotta fix her up. Got a pry bar in here to hold it. Let's see if we can torque it down without destroying anything. At 45 pounds. So 45 pounds on that one. Alright, so per their instructions, that little spring that I put in there, we have to make sure that this moves freely with no binding. Gonna go through and clean all this real good as soon as I get done before I install the belt. Alright, now we're gonna put the primary on. I think I kind of did this backwards, but it'll be alright. So we're gonna try to figure out a way to get it up in here. I guess we gotta take that back off. A foobarred. I put the secondary on before I put the primary on. So I moved the sway bar. I dislodged it so I can slide this up in there because I don't want to remove a bolt that I've already torqued down. Would be rather easy, but we're gonna try it this way and then put it in by taking the sway bar loose. This is a tapered shaft, so it is going to be a pain to probably torque down. So, I'll find my extension. Take a 17 to 22. Alright, let's see. Torque specs on this was supposed to be 85. Alright, so we got this bad boy back on 85 foot-pounds. Now we're going to attempt to put the belt back on with the belt changing tool. We'll hand the camera back over. Got me a nickel this time. Hopefully it don't tear through it like it did the penny. Let's see. This will be a 32. That didn't work. Try it one more time. Here. See if the belt will go on now. Please go on. Make sure the numbers are in the right direction. And then there we go. We got the belt on. Now let's take this back. Pull this out. And then we're gonna fire it up and see what happens. Okay, so per the instructions, once the belt and stuff is installed, it's supposed to rev the machine up to 3,500 RPMs. Up. There we go. When it's doing so, both clutches engage. It's supposed to check and make sure that's going on, but I'm gonna get somebody to rev it up for me. All right, fire it up. All right, so I think that we got our washers aligned properly. Go ahead and give it throttle, 3,500. All right, boom, hell yeah. So what we used on this one was the biggest washer and one of the smaller washers. It seems like the alignment done perfectly fine. So it doesn't seem to be that the belt is touching on either sides per the instructions. So I'm going to finish putting this together and take her for a little joyride. Alright, so we got everything torqued back down. I got all these done. I have 2 washers in there. And then I got this one back in. I feel like I got the belt lined back up. Got my sway bar link. I'm going to wait and put this cover back on. We'll drive it around and see how it does. So per the instructions, it says that we need to drive around for a mile to 2 miles. I'm gonna reset this trip odometer. If I figure out how. Kind of forgot. Okay. Also, it's saying 1 to 2 minutes at 5,000 RPMs to get the belt hot and let it cycle. Ooh, that's smooth. That is definitely a lot smoother than it has ever been in its engagement phase from factory. And I'm happy that it's moving. So, we're gonna put it in low and ride it in low. See if we can get it up to 5,000 just cruising around. So what we're gonna do now, take her down the road in high, give her a little juice, let that belt get a little hot, put some heat under it. successful ride in to heat cycle the belt a little bit. What I'm going to try to do is retorque that, and then I'm going to retorque that one again eventually, and then blow everything out as riding coming and goes. So took everything for a ride, did the heat up cycle as they stated. I did find one small problem, something that it's doing outside of the normal. This thing actually rides really good. The engagement is a lot better than what it was. So engagement's right at 2,000 under just a light bit of throttle. Used to be higher than that. But something I noticed, so put it in smart lock, says it's on smart lock, and then as I go to drive, and I give it some throttle, the check engine light comes on. So I'm not really sure what that's about. I mean, I did some test hits in 4-wheel drive and in full locker, and it worked fine. So I'm gonna do some calling so I can put it in full locker. And I've heard it, I hear it engage, and I hear it do whatever it's supposed to, and it's working. I just don't know why the light's coming on. The light wasn't coming on before, so this kind of sucks that it's on a Friday, because most people don't work the weekend, so I may not get anybody to answer the phone, or the mass majority of people work over email. But hopefully I get it figured out. Regardless, I'm going riding Sunday. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any advice, or if you know this problem or anything, let me know in the comments. Tell me something to check or something to modify. This was, I don't know. I mean, everything works, but I don't want to get up on the mountain and some, some pretty hard technical stuff and be stuck in 2-wheel drive, because I don't like using my winch. But anyways, peace out, y'all.